Bienvenidos a un capítulo más de Diálogos Sensoriales. Seguimos en la modalidad itinerante en línea. Ahora vamos del otro lado del charco, como decimos, y estamos visitando Francia en esta ocasión. Y tengo el enorme placer de platicar con un amigo francés, el Fabien Llobell. Entonces, vamos a dar la bienvenida. Fabien, thank you so much for accepting the interview and welcome to Diálogos Sensoriales.
Oh, thank you for the invitation, Ivan. I'm really pleased to be here.
Thank you. So let's start, Fabian, with the very simple question that is, how did you arrive to work with sensory? Because you are a statistician, so where is that relationship with sensory?
Yeah, you're right. After high school, I made 3 years of pure mathematics, and after 2 years of statistics. But inside this master, the name in French, there was a little course with Mostafa Kanari in sensory, and so he was really a good professor, and I was quickly intrigued by the fact that I was looking at the three-dimensional data, solving concrete problems, and so on. So, and after years, this master degree, he suggested I do a thesis with him. And that's when I really learned about the sensory world and plugin him. And Evelyn Vigneault and Veronique Caillou also teach me a lot of important things. And my thesis was in a collaboration with Exelstat, so I also learned a lot of people needs, problems, and weird things with Thierry Famy, who was the head of Exelstat, and Amaury Laben, the manager of the research and development team.
Right. So it was like a love at first sight. I mean, you start working with sensory and then you said, okay, this is interesting. Because what was your sensory work before that master?
No,
or your intentions?
Yeah, I made statistics, so really mathematics in the first way, and after general statistics. And yeah, some sensory was really at the end of my master, and I continue during my thesis.
Wow. So you start with the Mustafa, and so I guess, and I'm just guessing, you start working also with TDS and temporary methods, or you were introducing in the let's say standard techniques of sensory.
Oh no, in fact I learned quickly TDS when I met Pascal Schlich.
Okay.
But no, I in the course in the statistical master, it was more, statis, panel analysis, things, classical things like this, and Kata and other things when at first as a beginning of my thesis.
Right. So you mentioned statis, and everybody is working with statis, even if we don't know what is statis. Or, I mean, do you have a like easy description of what is statis?
Yes. When you have multi-block data, so data which same things in rows, so classic in sensory the products, and different blocks which are in sensory generally the accessors, and some attributes in each block. So for a free choice profiling, for example, you have this type of data, but you have also that for conventional profiling. And you need to learn things about relationship between the product, but also the agreement between the panelists or the blocks. Statis is really devoted for that because it does two things at the same time by building a map of the product, by taking account the agreements
Mhm.
between the blocks. So the assets also more an assessor is clearly atypical. I don't more less he will have any weight on the consensus at, at the end.
Okay.
So you have some information of both sides.
Mhm, mhm. Okay, thanks. Uh, in your opinion, what will be the best part of working with sensory data as a statistician? What's the best part? Is this the way people collect the data, or is working with freely with statistics? What's that?
Globally, the best part in my mind is like I I found concrete wizards. So because I made, for example, a clustering approach, and I found really three different groups, you know, and with different opinions. And thanks to statistics, I can exhibit some really good insights. And when you have this, you can make a beautiful report, beautiful graphs, really understable, stable things. And if you can do that, and if everybody can understand that, it's really really good for you.
Yeah, okay. Well, I am also working with sensory data, and it's interesting how you can measure people. Well, not the people, in fact, but the reaction, or how can you relate the behavior of them with cluster, for example. It's really interesting. And do you have a particular project or research where that, of course, that you want to share, that it was like different of the way you were thinking about applying statistics? I mean, like I'm not used to work with this data, or this analysis is for that other type of data, but they are working with sensory and this statistics. Is there something you have struggled with statistics, speaking about sensory?
Yeah, I remember my uh, a project with Givaudan. They come and say, oh, we use checkers that apply, but with some trained panels, and some we have some session, we have not binary data at the end, you know. uh, we need to assess the performance. So a lot of uh, strange things about in statistical way. No, not in
Right.
it's logical to want this result, but in statistical way, a lot of things that not really exist, you know, and not devote the method were not devoted for that. And yeah, I make research with them and honest about all these things was really good, because you know you need to see what is done for other tasks uh, by other methods, and try to find some solutions for particular things, and build some new test. And yeah, I in fact it was really a good project. And at the end of the project, I learned a lot of things, because you need to do a lot of bibliography, you know, to see
Right.
what is possible and test a lot of things.
And what is the feeling of developing a variation or a different procedure after let's say a standard analysis, because you work a lot with developing or adjusting statistics for sensory. What is the feeling of that when you see the in a conference, okay, that person works with my proposal or with my adaptation of the methodology? What's that feeling?
I want that people come with the best insight possible. I try to do my best to develop some methods to help the people to take the right decision. And my I I really focus on on data quality and make just average decision, like what is done a lot of time, but with consumers on on things like this, you are not with a panel, so you have often groups, and yeah. So I try to help people to make the right conclusion, and I like to test, to have some ideas, test my first ideas, which is never good, and and try to improve my idea, etc. And when I arrive to a conference and say, oh, I have this, I propose this, and people say, oh, it's interesting. Have you tested that? And after, perhaps I can make some collaboration with these people, to improve again. I I really like the sensory world about that. For it's like a family, people like to help each other. Yeah, I it's really what I want.
Right. No, that's nice, because when you are working with things that you enjoy, it's fun. It's not anymore work, right?
Yeah, yeah, and at the end, when I see my package close block in air, downloaded more than 30,000 of time, 500 per month, I tell me, okay, people like my approach. People, I've seen will needs, if not,
Mhm.
people don't you we will not use that. So I'm happy to help people, and after we with Excelstat, it's more people that can know code, and people can use this also in Excelstat, and it's really cool to help di different kind of people in terms of statistics degree.
You are mentioning Excel stat, but for the people who doesn't know the Excel stat, what is that? It's a program, but can you
Yeah,
explain a little bit?
yeah. Excelstat is a software directly in Excel, uh, or when you have always just some clicks to do to have some insight. You just click on the feature you want, so the statistical method. You select your data and your option, and you click on OK, and you have all the main results you need. If you have more an expert, you can play with a lot of option, output and charts. And
Mhm.
since you are in Excel, at the end, you have customizable charts, and you can use Excel. And lot of sensory features are available in Excel.
Right. So it's easy to work with that program.
Yeah, it's really easier to work with Excel than in R. It's clearly not you spend less time on it. It's easier.
Right, you have more time to enjoy the rest of your day. It's supposed, but the work never diminished. Thank you, Fabian. And finally, do you remember the very first time you explain a methodology or something in a congress, and then how was the reaction of maybe somebody that didn't agree with you, or it was like that guy there is it was my I don't know I know him her because I read her published or something, and it was like showing something different to your tutor or mentor. Is did you have that moment? I mean.
Yeah, in fact, just imagine me. I start my thesis, and 4 months after, I was in sensometrics in Uruguay,
Uh-huh.
and sensor is Sansasia in Malaysia. So
Okay.
it was crazy, and I really remember that uh, I it was like it was a big stress, before the conferences. But when I arrived in the conferences, I was really people were very welcoming. You come to the conference, you see a lot of smiles, and no, you just talk, and at the end it's easy. People come to you after to discuss about that with always lot of smiles, and like again like a family. And uh, I've seen after the outside the sensory world, I see the statistical classical congress, because I'm gonna GSM or SDSS, big statistical congress. You have not these things. Really in sensory, is everybody is happy, is not the same thing. It's really a particular niche, but uh, when you enjoy to arrive in a conference.
So it's like the friendly part of the presentation, the sensory community.
Yes, I think, yeah, people are, yeah, it's like this. And after you discover the world of the gala dinner in sensory, when everybody is happy again.
Right. I, I, I
Yeah,
I enjoy the gala dinner because there are no barriers. I mean, you can start spoke with the speaker, or with somebody you just randomly met, and then it's nice. I mean, it's a good way to make networking. It's the best
yes,
part, I guess.
yeah, everybody can talk to each other, no problem. And even I see sometimes some competitors talk and laughing,
Right.
it's
Yeah.
it's not
Yes.
like this.
Yeah, it's nice. So if you have the opportunity to attend to a gala dinner, do it. It's really nice, and we have a nice time in Nantes, right? But dancing the typical dancing. Okay, okay, okay. Yeah, I will ask some questions, and just feel free to say which one do you prefer. And I will start with coq au vin and or water.
I prefer the coq au vin. I'm from Bordeaux, so all the thing with wine is
Yes. uh, red wine or white wine?
again red wine. From I'm really in Bordeaux. You cannot say white wine, even if the Sauterne is really known, but globally the red wine is more famous.
Tetra testing or triangle test?
I like the simplicity, so triangle test.
Traditional descriptive analysis or rapid methods?
I prefer the rapid methods because you see really what the population think.
Right. City or forest?
City. I like to have to meet a lot of people.
Breakfast or dinner?
Dinner. I never have a lot of time for my breakfast.
Analytical or consumer testing?
Uh, I don't know.
Okay. Parametric or non-parametric statistics?
Ah, I prefer the parametric, but have a lot with a lot of observation.
And parametric or multivariate analysis?
The multivariate analysis, more insight.
Okay. Crème brûlée or crepes?
Ah, crepe, because I made my my thesis in Nantes. You're really close to the Britain, you know.
Yeah, the galettes are really, really nice. Okay. Sorry. Preference mapping or PLS?
PLS. I prefer PLS a lot. I like the fact the big dimension reduction.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for your answers. And let's continue with our talk. And what is your opinion about the use of artificial intelligence and consumer data analysis? Is a good way? It will substitute the traditional analysis or no?
First of all, it's we need to live with our time. So we need to use the artificial intelligence in our life. For the moment, we have to be careful because I tested some from ChatGPT. Okay, let's do this analysis, please. You have always some mistakes. If you have some mistakes, you will meet some bad conclusions. So it's really dangerous. So for me, artificial intelligence is not ready to replace some things, some classical analysis, but it can help. Really, when I try, when I give my Excel stat results, for example, to ChatGPT, and I ask, can you explain me what it is said? How can I interpret that? It makes the right interpretations, you know. So you can it can help you to understand the insight from your statistical results. It can help you to make a choice which method to use. So artificial intelligence is really a big help, but be careful. Just don't use it alone. Use this with classical software analysis.
It's like a good teammate or something that helps you to have confidence for as you mentioned for deciding if going for that or that analysis or something like that. It's like empowering you. Is that correct? I mean, it will provide you some ground and confidence in fact, right?
Yeah, and for your wizards how to interpret this ANOVA table is not easy for everyone. It can help you really to make this interpretation.
Okay. Okay. Interesting. Nice. And then how or what will you tell to the people who is afraid of statistics? I don't know
Yeah,
if it is your case, but most of us after we finished college or something, we are afraid of doing whatever statistics because it's statistics.
yeah, you see that because I I love because I remember that in last Pongborn, I was asking to people, do you come in Sensometrics conference? And people always answer to me, oh, a lot of statistics. It's too much for me.
Uh,
I will be lost. Things like this. But it's normal because statistics is an important tool to make to have insight at the end and make conclusion from the data. You spend a lot of time to have this data with people come to a laboratory, etc. But you need to do statistics at the end, and if you are afraid, again, you are use some software like Xstat. You have some tutorials.
mhm.
You can really learn just the basics of some methods. You can make some courses with Ivan, and and yes, I think if you have if you use, I don't know, 3 or 4 tests, you perhaps you just need to know how to make analysis and interpret results of the 3 or 4 tests. And if one day you use a new test, you will learn for this new test after. But just make a little effort to have the basic things and to avoid again to make the bad conclusions. It's
Right.
the way.
What is more important, the dealing with statistics or trying to arrange a report that can be understood by your client or by your boss or your manager?
uh, this is in 2 steps. You need to deal with statistics and after make the report. But if you ask me the question 3 or 4 years ago, I was doing statistics. We don't really care of the report. You put the results like this. But more, more I see the people need more. I see the visualization part is a big need to catch attention. To if people don't understand your results, you are for nothing.
Right.
And so if you are if you are if you are good in not good, but if you understand your results,
Right.
perhaps after that you can explain the results, and is the next step. And if you can do both, you will be really appreciated by your team.
Right. And so what will be the if any the minimum skills or methodologies or personality that a sensometrician can must have in order to work with sensory data and statistics?
uh, we just need, I think, to be rigorous in our work. Be careful to do the adapted method for the given need. And after we the second big important thing is like be the capability to explain the results to people is really, really important. And we see we see a lot of times people at beginning of career, they have the good results, but nobody understands the results. And after
Right.
some years, they know how to explain the result, because you talk to people that don't really don't know a lot of things in statistics, and you have, if you can draw the result, make a clear conclusion. Oh, look at this, you have this test is significant, so I can conclude this. This is everything is better. And I think, this is a two important thing for some metrician, be rigorous and cool, and can explain the result to a beginner.
Right. Nice. What's the most difficult statistical analysis to explain to a person who deal with sensory, or it's all quite the same?
No, they are not all or again, because I think things like traditional warping methods like Keita, I think every people can understand the basics. If you talk about more temporal method, it's more difficult for example, with when you have to understand the results. He doesn't click, he click here. It's just because the method is difficult to do, so difficult to the analysis is difficult after. But this method like this are more difficult for to understand for a guy from who is not from the sensory world at basics.
Understood. Okay. What if you have a time machine and you can travel, like not exactly before your master, but at the time you are deciding to be a statistician, or a person who works with statistics, and you can find yourself? What can you tell to Fabian at that time that helped to nowadays to him?
I can say to Fabien, oh, you made the right choice. No, but I think when you are young and just you have made the choice, oh, I like math, but I prefer concrete things, so let's go to statistics. It's simple like this. And after, it stays simple, but because it's exactly that. You can make some math, some algorithms, some lot of things, and stay in concrete results. And it's exactly what I wanted before. And but moreover, again, I didn't realize that I will make, the graphical part is really important. When I was when you start in math, you are far from imagine or the reports to do, or the really important thing in life.
Right.
So
Do you have a suggestion for people who is, let's say two suggestions for people who is starting in statistics, or is afraid of statistics? Do you have a paper, poster, or book that can help them to not to be scared. And another paper or publication for people who is nowadays trying to expand their statistical knowledge that you can suggest us.
Yeah, I globally in statistic engineer, I like the Hervé Abdi has made some good books to help pe people to understand the basics of statistics. Gilbert Saressa Porta too, and in sensory, more in sensory, I like the book edited by Paula Varela and Gaston Ares, novel technique in sensory characterization and consumer profiling. And you have a lot of non-authors in this book in the sensory world, and they made a really good job.
Nice. Okay, thank you. Fabien, it's time to finish this conversation. I really appreciate the time you took for this. Do you have something else to mention or to share with us?
No, I think we are good, and thanks again, Ivan.
It was really nice, and see you maybe in the next Pangborn or conference, hopefully not
Yeah,
Eurosense, but maybe the next Sensometric.
yes,
Okay.
with pleasure, Ivan.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of your day. And a ustedes, muchas gracias por vernos. Si les gustó, denle click, compartan. Si no, simplemente no digan nada. Nos vemos en la siguiente ocasión de Diálogos Sensoriales. Thank you, Fabián. See you next time.
Bye.